Welcome to Minnesota. Glad you could be with us for tonight's game. With Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. We're just about ready to get underway.
Great to be here, Mike. Now let's meet the men in goal. For Calgary, a big guy who smothers the puck in net, Roman Churik.
And at the other end of the ice, for Minnesota,
A guy who is struggling right now.
Manny Fernandez.
We're ready for tonight's game in Minnesota.
Quiet crowd here today.
Across left to Iginla. Into the corner. He missed the net. Advance to Waltz. Cross ice pass. Running. Skates in all alone. He smothers it. Draw in the left circle. To Lidman. Across left to Clark. One times it to Zoltop. Zoltop with the slap shot. The drive. Regier controls it. That one off target. McCammon skates hard to reach the puck. Not much success in overtime for Minnesota.
They can't be happy with their lack of production.
Face off in the left circle. Shot. Calgary back to get it.
Both teams playing pretty conservatively here in the early goal.
They score! He punches it in on the breakaway. The Flames are out in front.
Conroy,
Light on his feet on that play.
Face off in neutral ice. Park with the puck. Cross ice pass. Passes to Park. Feeds it across. Park scores! A quick response by Minnesota. We've got a tie game now.
They thought they had the momentum, but that quick response nullified it.
Draw at center ice. The wrist shot. Brown takes it up ice. Pass to Dupuis. The Wild change up the line. Wrister to Dupuis. That one won't get to him. Cross ice to Niedermeyer. One timed over to McCall. Unloads. McCammon ahead with it. Puts it on goal. Face off in the left circle. Moves it quickly to Kravchuk. Puts one on goal. Over to Ronning. Across right to Gaborik. We're all tied up. Pass to Gaborik. Iginla up with it. Left side to Marshall. To Ronning. Gaborik has it. Over to Ronning. Cross ice pass. The Flames change up the line. Right side to Gaborik. Pushes it up. Cross ice pass. Over to Savard. Cross ice pass. That one won't get to him. Chased down by Buzek. Buzek on a breakaway. He scores! He makes them pay for some lax defense. And the Flames will now skate with a one-goal lead.
What an outstanding individual effort by Buzek.
The draw in the neutral zone. Moves it quickly to Lidman. Cross ice to Berube. Fires the wrist shot. Kicked out by Fernandez. The shot. Over to Laxonen. Smothers it. Draw to the right of the net. To Morris. A drive. They score! They're lighting up the scoreboard. The Wild have to open things up.
What a commotion. They scored those goals seemingly at will.
The Flames lead here. Sent to Morris. Rink wide to Clark. Cross ice pass. Taking it ahead to Johnson. The Flames change up. Played into the corner. That'll wake you up in the morning.
Johnson punished.
Rink wide to Sloan. The Wild in the midst of a change. Cross ice to Sloan. Dumps it into the corner. Off the mark. Wide. Off the mark. Pushes it up. Cross ice pass. Over to Iginla. Score! He makes them pay for some lax defense. The Wild find themselves trailing by even more.
Fernandez.
Not able to react in time. Great placement on that goal.
Face off at center ice. Puck controlled by Dowd. Across right to Dupuis. Takes a shot. Puck covered. Conroy faces off in his own zone. Big shot. One-timed over to Walt. Calgary for the Wild. One. Big blast. Brown retrieves it. Rink wide to Zoltok. Over to Zoltok. Can't get through. Lets it fly. Huge bad save.
Iginla misfired on that puck right in front.
Time almost up. Wide. Off the mark. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the period. Calgary for the Wild. One. We're moments away from the start of the second period.
Minnesota has got to be embarrassed after that first period.
Moves it quickly to Morris. Across right to Gaborik. Pass to Gaborik. Feeds it across. Rink wide to Ronning. Gaborik in ahead of the play. Face off at center ice. Moves it quickly to Lidman. Rink wide to Niedermeyer. Demolishes him.
Niedermeyer drilled by Bombardier.
Winds up and fires. Feeds it across. Shot. Quick shot. Covered by Fernandez. Face off to the left of the net. Taken by the Wild. Wrist shot. Cross ice to McCall. Calgary for the Wild. One. The Wild back to get it. A shot. Off target. Off to Iginla. Mitchell retrieves it. Right side to Dupuis. To Conroy. The Wild change on the fly. Marshall on the hard around. Smothers it. Face off in the left circle. Controlled by Waltz. Over to Petrovicki. The shot. One times it to Waltz. Advance to Bechan. Blasts it. Kicked aside. One times it to Sloan. Pass picked off by Benasek. Cross ice to Petrovicki. The Wild change up the line. Cross ice to Sloan. In all alone. He fires. He covers it. Draw in the left circle. Ronning races over to get it. Drop. Across left to Zoltok. The Flames back to get it. Calgary for the Wild. One. Misses the mark. Across left to Clark. Fires a slapper. Face off to the right of the net. Park takes it up ice. Pass to Domicelli. Cross ice to Savard. Didn't get through. To Savard. Rink wide to Conroy. Lines up and fires. Face off in the left circle. Sent to Lidman. Shoots. Over to Gaborik. To Clark. To Gaborik. Rink wide to Ronning. To McCammon. Over to Ronning. Ronning with the puck. Minnesota with the puck. Over to Gaborik. Pass picked off by Lidman. Cross-ice pass. Minnesota trails. To Ronning. Intercepted by Waltz. The Wild change up. Shoots it into the corner. Rink wide to McCammon. Over to McCammon. Cranks it. Takes a shot. Bang. Left side to Clark. To Niedermeyer. Retrieved in the defensive end. Dupuis brings it in offside. Draw at center ice. Sent to Morris. Recovered by Zoltov. He shoots. Rink wide to Iginla. He smothers it. Draw to the left of the net. Park with the puck. Drops it. Touch pass to Petrovicki. A drive to Bechan. Shot. Takes a shot. Across left to Johnson. Feeds it across. Covered up. Draw in the left circle. Under 20 seconds remaining in the period. Quick shot. Shooting. Cross ice pass. Cross ice to Gaborik. And that'll do it for the second period. Calgary 4, the Wild 1. We are set for the start of the third period.
Minnesota in need of a miracle here.
The Flames lead here. Over to Morris. Back to Gaborik. Over to Iginla. Offside. Face off at center ice. One timed over to Morris. Over to Savard. Pass to Gaborik. Crushed.
Now, if you don't watch it, you're going to get drilled.
Moves it quickly to Iginla. Across right to Gaborik. The Wild change up the lines. Big blast! Score! Waltz finds the back of the net.
The crowd's back. Momentum has changed after the goal by Walt.
Face off at center ice. One times it to Lidman. A drive. He covers it. Minnesota having trouble putting the puck in the net.
The Wild really struggling offensively this year.
Draw to the left of the net. Over to Kravchuk with a wrist shot. Pass to Sloan. The Flames leading. Over to Petrovicki. Taken by Zoltov to Laxinen. Right side to Petrovicki. Passes to Laxinen. Tapped up to Bechan. Cross ice pass. Face off in the left circle. One timed over to Lidman. He fires. Sent to Dupuis. Touch pass. Scores! He had nothing but ice and goal-scoring glory ahead of him.
The water bottle took a ride on that one. What great accuracy on that shot.
Face off in the neutral zone. One times it to Lidman. Rink wide to Niedermeyer. Pushes it up. Two-line pass is the call.
Number 60, Bill Buckle. And number 34.
Face off in the right circle. Sent to Morris. Picks it off. Takes a shot. Wide of the mark. Not there. Over to Iginla. Oh, here's a breakaway. Oh, scores! He punches it in on the breakaway. And the Wild have lost control of this game.
The Big M, momentum, has switched teams after that quick goal.
Calgary, 5, the Wild. 3, sent to Lidman. Over to Ronning. Right side to Gaborik. Over to Niedermeyer. Shooting. Brown with the puck. Cross ice to Ronning. Sent into the corner. Wide of the mark. He scores! He lights the lamp again.
Okay, that'll give the home crowd something to scream about.
Draw in the neutral zone. Sent to Kravchuk. The drive. Score! Hernandez didn't have any help, and he gives up the goal. The Wild will have to open things up now.
That's what you do to reestablish confidence. Score in response.
Face off at center ice. Sent to Mitchell. Cross ice pass. The Wild rescue the puck. Right side to Bechan. The Flames lead here. Feeds it across. Pass a bit off. Waiting for things to clear. Back to touch it, and we'll have an icing against Minnesota. Face off to the left of the net. To Kravchuk. Shot. Over to Iginla. Gathers it in. Face off to the left of the net. Sent to Lidman. Quick shot. One times it to McCammon. Hernandez gathers it in. Waltz faces off in his own zone. Wrists it. A shot. Guides it on to Zoltok. Misses the mark. Icing against Minnesota.
Kravchuk wishes this game would just end. He's really struggling.
Face off in the left circle. Park races over to get it. Across left to Iginla. Cross ice to Conroy. Calgary leads. Dumps it into the corner to Buzek. Gets him with a hit. Feeds it across. Feeds it across. The Wild want to change lines. A long blast. Left side to Iginla. Can't get through. Slap shot. Huge bad save. Draw to the left of the net. Sent to Lidman. The wrist shot. Shooting. Puck ahead to Petrovicki. Feeds it across. Big shot. Misses the mark. Just wide. One times it to Petrovicki. Touch pass to Sloan. Face off in the left circle. Ronning takes the puck. Lets it fly. Quick shot. Bombardier up with it. Calgary 6. The Wild 4. The play is called back for offside.
McCammon knows that in some games the puck just doesn't go your way.
Face off at neutral ice. The Wild rescue the puck. Right side to Domicelli. Feeds it across. The period almost over. Not much defensive effort for Minnesota.
Minnesota not able to shut anybody down.
Draw in the left circle. Waltz takes the puck. One times it to Gaborik. With a shot. And this game is over.
Oh, that was a good, hard-fought game tonight. We saw two teams that didn't have any quit in them.
For Darren Pang, this is Mike Emery. Good night, everyone.
The third star from the Calgary Flames, number 22, Craig Conroy. The second star from the Calgary Flames, number 12, Jerome. And the first star of the game from the Minnesota Wild, number 37,